Hello everyone. Selected changes to TfL bus services on the 30th of August 2025. Contract renewals to existing operators are excluded unless there is a route or significant timetable change. I remember this last video, none. 23rd of August, nothing of significance. 25th of August, which was the bank holiday Monday, was the last day for the 166 extras. And then forthcoming changes 30th of August. 60, as part of the contract renewal, last buses will be slightly later, now midnight from Old Coulsdon instead of 23:55, and 0040 from Streatham instead of 0030, and this improves coordination with the N68. 73, as part of the contract renewal, the Monday Saturday daytime frequency reduced slightly from every 6 to every 6 to 7 minutes. And information on londonbusroutes.net says that there is a possible change to the first stop for the 73 and N73 at Oxford Circus, and that it might be Great Titchfield Street. 139, as part of the contract renewal, Monday Saturday daytime and peak frequency is reduced from every 8 to every 10 minutes. 166, as part of the contract renewal, the last bus from Banstead is now 0030 instead of 0025. And some timings for the Epsom journeys will vary slightly. 252, the school PM journey from Sanders Draper School to Romford Market is withdrawn. 293, as part of the contract renewal, first buses on Sundays will now be the same as weekdays, so 0540 from Epsom instead of 0640. First bus from Morden now 0555 every day, was 0620 weekdays, 0700 Sundays. Also, subsequent early morning journeys are earlier, so that's the first couple of journeys after the first. And the early morning frequency on Saturdays is increased from every 30 to every 20 minutes. 312, a later last bus is now 0020 from Old Lodge Lane instead of 0010, and 0110 from Norwood Junction instead of 0100 hours. 390, as part of the contract renewal, Monday Saturday daytime frequency reduced slightly from every 8 to 9 to every 10 minutes. And a bit of an oddity here, early morning frequency on Monday to Friday reduced from every 10 to every 15 minutes, and this is approximately 0500 to 0630 from the Archway end. 405, as part of the contract renewal, the Sunday daytime frequency is increased from every 30 to every 20 minutes. The last bus from Meteor is now at midnight instead of 23:50, and the first bus from Meteor on Sundays is now the same as weekdays, so 0600 hours instead of 0650. And the last bus from Croydon is now at midnight instead of 23:35 every night. 434. As part of the contract renewal, the first bus from Caterham is now 0635 every day, was 0637 weekdays and 0650 on Sundays. Last bus now 1935 instead of 1930, no change from the Coulsdon end. 466, as part of the contract renewal, there will be changes to the start and finish times earlier and later. Now 0510 and 0025 instead of 0515 and 0016 from the Caterham on the Hill end, and 0510 and 0026 instead of 0513 and 0015 from the new Addington end. D6, Monday to Saturday daytime frequency reduced slightly from every 7 to 8 to every 8 to 9 minutes. H12, as part of the contract renewal, the frequency evenings and Sundays from approximately 0900 hours will be increased from every 15 to every 12 minutes. And there's no change to the first buses on Sundays or the early morning frequencies. This refers to the Sundays. So the first hour will still be every 30 minutes and then every 20 minutes. And then the 12-minute frequency kicks in after that. S12, there'll be an additional early journey on school days at 07:57 from Sutton Station towards Epsom General Hospital. Confirmation that 605, 654 and 673 are withdrawn, and the new arrangements for Darry Martyr's School, 695 new school route between Harlington, Cherry Lane School and Darry Martyr's School, and the 698 is advised to run between Hayesbourne Avenue and Darry Martyrs School. And I'll refer you to the consultation, which I'll link in the video, in the description below the video, and there is the map, and it will provide a faster journey from West Drayton to Darry Martyrs, instead of going all the way around Hayes and Harlington and Yeading, with the 698 revised to finish at Prologis Park, and Shepperson Lane is no longer served. Now, nothing to do with TfL. Sunday the 31st of August, effective first day, is the 1st September. The Hertfordshire changes involving UNO and the replacement of the 84B by the new 243 will be another video, and Hertfordshire County Council has published the new Potters Bar map. Any modifications or additions will be covered in the next video, unless in my view it is significant. And this is just a flyover of the changes. I'll refer you to the TfL website for full details, and you can see the list there. And this is where the 242 information came from. Now, one thing as we look down to alert you for, if we then start, once we get down, then go back up. So the 293, on the TfL site it says, we have a new timetable on all days of the week with minor changes to times. Earlier, first buses will be introduced on Sundays, with buses at 0540 from Epsom General Hospital towards Morden and 0620 from Morden towards Epsom General Hospital. So that's the TfL information. And that differs from this information, which came from londonbusroutes.net, because obviously they've now put an earlier departure from Morden. So the first departure is now 0555 every day. And also, if you look at the timetable, this is where the increase in the early Saturday morning service came from. So this is like a blend of information from an independent site and TfL, in case there's only, why is this here or why is that there. One other thing to mention while I'm here is there is bus strikes west, northwest and southwest London. It says here there are strikes on bus services operated by First Bus, but if you look at the list, these are London Sovereign, the former London Sovereign, is still operating Edgware, Cannons Park and Harrow, but what's not operating is Westbourne Park, Fulwell, Hounslow Heath, Park Royal, Shepherdsbury, Stamford Brook and Tolworth. Normally, when they have strikes, quite often they're called off quite late, but this one has been fairly solid all day. I didn't check everything on LVF. There are buses operating on the 13 today, but that's it. The other buses, routes at Westbourne Park don't seem to be operating. And then there'll be another strike on Monday the 1st September, which and obviously it depends on where you live. So if obviously you live in Kingston, you've got a lot of inconvenience, whereas if you live at Golders Green, you obviously, where there's at the moment there's still 13s running backwards and forwards, you may wonder what the problem is. And obviously it depends where you live. Ealing, Broadway, you've lost the 65, Putney, you've lost the 85, etc. But I'll put links to the TfL page and for the 698 and 695 consultation, so you can peruse them at your leisure.